what we're going to do is quickly run you through some ABS and traction control demos. Pretty handy features to have on your bike. Who's crashed from locking up the front wheel before? Okay, so ABS helps you with not crashing during braking, keeping the bike stable. We'll spin through it pretty quick. This is going to be emergency braking. Full pressure on the front and rear brake, just in front of us here, from hard acceleration. That's no skill, just like a video game. Smash the front brake and the rear brake at the same time. That's in road mode, front and back. So you can hear the tyres working pretty hard, they don't lock up. If it was wet and raining, it'd be the same stability, just a little bit longer in terms of stopping. If there was tram tracks or diesel or anything that would normally make a bike out of control, it would look the same, it would just take longer to stop. So it's pretty hard to trick. When we look at this one, he's going to go from bitumen to dirt with aggressive braking, just holding the front brake on full as he goes on the bitumen and carrying it across onto the dirt. So stuff that you wouldn't normally do probably without ABS. So you can see the wheels never lock up. It's measuring the wheel speed 200 or 300 times a second and adjusting the brake pressure to suit. Let's jump on this side of the road so we don't get dusted. Hard as he can. Trying to pop the brake line off the master cycle. Just smash it. So that's road mode. Now we're going to do enduro mode. The difference is the ABS is calibrated for a little bit of slip. And when the brake pads grab the disc, in road mode, as soon as it senses slip, it releases a bit. With this, when it senses slip, it holds the pressure on for a microsecond just so that it can be a little skid before it releases. So the brakes are actually on a little bit more. It does a partial skid. It'll be front and back brake together. Leaves a decent skid mark, but it's never locked up. So what it's doing, if he's doing 15 kilometers an hour just there, his wheel speed's 10. Does that make sense? So there's more deceleration compared to road mode because it's letting it do a baby skid. If he was in road mode, it would just be up here a bit. Depending on the camber of the road, maybe in enduro mode, you get a tiny bit of walking around, like it moves with the camber, but it doesn't tuck and crash. So when you need to brake in a hurry, pull on your levers, you pretty much got a high level of protection there. It's pretty hard to crash in those situations. Now the next step, he's going to pop it in Enduro Pro, and this will deactivate ABS on the rear only. So off with that. This is what but it can also grip the back of the bike in the corner, so I can put the motor style and just that grip. The ABS is so that's the control. That maybe 80% of riders would be happier in enduro mode based on their level of off-road experience. But for the 20% that have the most off-road experience, that's where the benefit is. If an intermediate off-road rider puts it in Enduro Pro and goes down a steep hill, it just is like in a lock-up, he comes down the back brake, lock it up at the wrong time and cause a crash. So Enduro mode's great, Enduro Pro's there for people with that high level. So that's pretty much the ABS story. Doesn't replace rider's skill. You still get the best results if you're giving the best inputs, but there is a pretty solid safety net for when things go pear-shaped. When you're riding on wet bitumen, it's hard to pick the grip levels. The ABS is there to pretty much help you out. So we'll flip the story now to traction control. So ABS is braking, traction control is throttle, controlling and wheel spin to the back wheel. Who's low-sided or high-sided before? Who's done both? So yeah, traction control, you'll have the traction off for a second. So you can imagine a torquey, powerful bike with no traction control. The revs can really spike, you get a lot of wheel spin and if you're going off the bike. It's not going to crash for us. But if he was leant over halfway around a corner or whatever, you get that sort of wheel spin really keep coming around. Now that's rain mode. Same throttle input. So on wet bitumen, when you're riding in that diabolic condition where some of the bitumen is grippy and some not, it's really hard to tell. Rain mode on the bitumen gives you heaps of support. If you can do that, like a video game throttle input, the bike stays stable, you should feel a lot safer riding on wet bitumen. So the bike's going to get a little bit crazy now because you just put it in enduro mode. So traction control in enduro mode, the bike becomes quite crashable. You've got a fair bit of freedom with the throttle. So this last one was a nice throttle application, like that's good throttle control, and you can lay a nice slide for 30 meters. The first two were pretty crazy inputs, but the rest are fine. So section off third gear, you know, around gravel roads is pretty good fun. So in enduro mode,
you ride like that, raining
to
off road.
ride off-road than rain mode, obviously. Rain or road mode won't even let you get up a gravel hill or through sand. So a little bit of wheel spin's good, but you have to respect what can happen because you're still riding a powerful bike. If you pick the wrong place to add gas, with camber or grip level or so on, you can really end up upside down. If you're going straight up the middle of the gravel road in enduro mode and you add the gas, you'll feel that the back will do a very little shimmy and it's pretty safe. And it won't spike like here. Yeah, so it controls the revs and a bit of a safety. The bike's still pretty crashable. Does that make sense? Better than turning it off altogether. Before we had enduro mode, you just turn off traction control. Then you're on your own. So what we're going to do now, we're going to head down the bitumen. I'd say in road mode's probably the best setting. There's still damp sections of bitumen, so rain or road. We're going to go all the way to the bottom and fill the bikes up. We're going to do extra Ks on this test ride. Did you know about that? Yeah, cool. So then we'll. How do you want to do it the servo MD? We'll just get like 2 pumps going? 3 Bowsers, I reckon. Sorry? If there's 3 available, we'll just jump on 3. We'll queue up in front of the first 3 bikes. If there's just unleaded, good. Yeah. If we have to put premium in, we'll put premium, but whatever, yeah. Fill them up. It's not diesel. So keep left. Sometimes in the arbors, I wouldn't go with diesel. In the arbors, there can be a bit of traffic on the road, and they don't always keep left, so keep pretty hard left on the blind corners, and be ready for anything unexpected, logging trucks or whatever. Damp sections of bitumen, green sections of bitumen, but it's all pretty cool if you're not going too fast. Bike's there to help you. Any questions? All good, let's go. Lemon Star. Looks like the perfect setup. No.
This one no mode. No mode. How is it? Good? Yeah, nice.
Oh, I forgot you're riding 850.
Yeah, it's different. And I think it's set to enduro because the suspensions were very soft. Earlier when I tried doing that, I could feel the whole bike bouncing. Yeah. Well, you asked for it. Oh, it's road. It's road.
Road.
Road, yeah.